All right, let's continue with the word of the Most High. We in 1 John 4, 17 and 18. Herein is our love made perfect, that we may have boldness in the day of judgment. Because as he is, so are we in this world. See, that's why we got to look at where, people are not really looking at this, because if you follow this, then you're going to be on point. See, as he is, Mashiach HaMashiach is, so are we in this world. So now when we have to look at having, dealing with 1 Corinthians 3 and 23. And ye are Mashiachim. So we belong to the man, we are Mashiachim, and Mashiach is the Most High's. We Mashiachim, that's we the Messiahs, and the Messiah is the Most High. That's why I tell you in 1 John 4 and 17, herein is our love. And love is the keeping of the commandments. Mashiach HaMashiach said in St. John 14:15, if you love me, keep my commandments. The love is 2 John 6. Over there, 2 John 6. This is love. And this is love. That we walk after his commandments. See? That's love. So, when you look at 1 John 4 and 17, herein is our love made perfect. Us keeping the commandments of the Most High made perfect, that we may have boldness in the day of judgment. Because you've done all you could do to follow his rules and regulations, period. Because as he is, so are we in this world. That's how you be made perfect, by doing what he say do. Follow his rules and regulations. No more, no less. It says, verse 18, there is no fear in love. There's no fear in love. You doing what you're supposed to do. Remember he said his angels can cap around those that fear him and deliver them out of the time in the time of trouble. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear. Hear that? Perfect love casts out fear. Because fear have torment. Hear that? Fear have torment. He that feareth is not made perfect in love. That's why you gotta be afraid. Job, the 3rd chapter. And that's when you start doubting. You start doubting, and next thing you know, you finished, man. Most High not gonna work with you, because you didn't kind of cancel them out. That doubt cancels out faith. Job, the 3rd chapter, in the 25th verse. Job 3:25. For the thing which I greatly feared is come upon me, and that which I was afraid of is come upon me. I was not in safety, neither had I rest, neither was I quiet, yet trouble came. You see? The thing that was afraid of came upon him. That which he feared came upon him. So that's what I say. The Most High already told us what? Have no fear of anything. Fear him. But everything else you ain't supposed to be fearing. Because see what he say? That's fear. For the thing which I greatly feared is come upon me. And that which I was afraid of, so fear is to be afraid, just in case you didn't know, is come upon me. I was not in safety, neither had I rest, neither was I quiet, yet trouble came. Because he did what? Did the Most High say he's supposed to fear? What the Most High told us? 2 Timothy 1 and 7. We just said fear had torment. We just read it. Fear had torment. You bring that torment upon yourself. That's why he said, look, 2 Timothy 1:7, for the Most High have not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. See, this is what he's giving us, whether you want to accept it or not. Wisdom of Solomon, the 17th chapter. Wisdom of Solomon, the Apocrypha, 17th chapter, the 12th verse. And 13. For fear is nothing else but a betraying of the succors which reason offers. Fear is nothing else but a betraying of the security which reason offers. The reason that we have is through these scriptures, through the Most High, like he's telling us. And the expectation from within being less counted to ignorance more than the cause which bringeth the torment. Hear that? You understand, fear comes from, if it don't come from the Most High, don't give the spirit of fear. So fear is coming from Satan, and it's coming to trick you, regardless of how strong or however you think you are. It's coming to trick you. You know? It's designed to trick you and to deceive, because he's dealing with the devil is deceitful and evil, right? It is coming from the devil or Satan. Some things are blown way out of proportion. That's what he's talking about. You blow things way out of proportion. We can just go in here and find this peace. Well, you don't fear. That's what he's talking about. 2nd Ezra was 10 and 15. Second Ezra was 10, 15. Now therefore keep thy sorrow to thyself. You would say, therefore keep thy sorrow to thyself. You want to be sad, keep it to yourself, it says. And bear with a good courage that which hath befallen thee. You hear what it said? Read you again. Now therefore keep thy sorrow to thyself. You got to be strong and stubborn in this truth. You want to be stubborn about this truth, about what this word of the Most High is telling us how to operate. This is encouraging. Now therefore keep thy sorrow to thyself, and bear with a good courage that which has befallen thee. Be strong with good courage. Speak the positive to receive the positive results. But you be negative, then you bring that negative. Oh, you called me? You be negative, oh, Satan gonna say, oh, you called me? That's why one of my favorite scriptures. You know where I'm going, Ecclesiasticus 3:24. For many are deceived by their own vain opinion. Being negative. So you be negative about whatever. Especially to pray, you know Satan coming. You done prayed and now you negative against the Most High? You done prayed to him, now you be negative against what you prayed to him for? Oh, at least that's what I say. Many are deceived by their own vain opinion. And an evil suspicion, here comes Satan, the devil, overthrowing their judgment. Be right there to have you fall, man. That's why you got to be strong. And do and think righteously. To be right and not wrong or vain opinion. You got to do what's right. Go back there again. Read that. Let's read that again. 2nd Ezra is 10 and 15. Now therefore keep thy sorrow to thyself. Woe is me, woe is me. Keep that to yourself, he said, and bear with a good courage that which hath befallen thee. Be strong in it. Don't be weak in it. Be strong in it. You'll see the results. Shoot, man. I seen strength. Ecclesiastes 24 and 24. Ecclesiastes 24. Faint not to be strong in by Hashem Mashiach in the name of the Lord and Savior, that he may confirm you. Hear that? Faint not. Don't be fainting. To be strong in the Most High, that he may confirm you. Cleave unto him, for the Most High Almighty is power alone, and beside him there is no other Savior. You see? You got to believe in him. You got to have faith in him. That's why they say cleave to him. I mean, you go to Ecclesiastes 2nd chapter. My son, when thou comest to serve the Most High, verse 1, prepare thy soul for temptation. Prepare, when you come to serve the Most High, say prepare yourself for Satan, for the devil. You ready for that? When you come to serve the Most High, prepare yourself for the temptation. You know why? Because he done had you all this time, and now here you going to leave him. No, you ain't going nowhere. He going to steadily be tempting you with the things that he know that you lust for, that you was dealing with in the world. Always messing with you. Just like he messed with Mashiach Yahushua. When he fasted for 40 days and 40 nights, who came? Satan, the devil, tempting him. Tempting him. But what did he do? He went to the law on him every time. He had to leave him alone. The law. You can't deal with the law. That's why you better be learning the law, going over the laws. You memorize the laws. Memorize the 4 times that he had to deal with him, what he said to him. That's good enough. Good enough for him. I know it's good enough. We Mashiach him. We're going to be like him on the earth. Better find out. Better look at it. See, set thy heart aright and constantly endure. And make not haste in time of trouble. Don't run in time of trouble. That's when you really believe in the Most High. Have faith in the Most High. That's all we have. That's all we have. And now that we know how to call on him, what's the problem? He can recognize us. You're not in the dark no more. You shouldn't be. He said, cleave unto him. He told her, here he goes. He said it again. Cleave unto him. And depart not away. You don't pin on your own opinion or how you feel. Say, cleave unto him. And depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Say, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. Take cheerfully. You got to take a certain spirit to be able to do that. Take it cheerfully. And be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. You're going through changes, say be patient. It takes time. Most of it might not be expedient, but he's going to be there for you. Believe that. You just got to know that he's there. His eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, seeing, beholding all the ways of man. Ain't nothing that you going to do that the Most High don't know you doing it. See, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Like he told us in Isaiah 48 and 10, we just read that. It says silver, going to refine us as silver. Believe in him, and he will help thee. So that's that faith. Have faith in him, and he will help us. Order thy way right, and trust in him. That's the only thing we can do. This is encouragement to the utmost. They can say whatever, this, that, and the third, whatever, but you gotta first and foremost trust in the Most High. Period. Ye that fear the Most High, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall. See, that's what happened when you go away from. That's why I say a just man falleth 7 times. Yeah, because they done went away from the Most High. You go away from the Most High when you don't do what he say do. Period. Ye that fear the Most High, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Hallelujah. Believe in the Most High. He said your reward will not fail. Go to 1 Kings, the 2nd chapter. This is an example. 1 Kings, the 2nd chapter. Let's look at verse 1. Now the days of David drew nigh that he should die. And he charged Solomon his son, saying, this is what David told his son Solomon. I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man. Hear that? He told him, be strong. Don't be weak. Show thyself a man. And keep the charge of the Most High thy power to walk in his ways, to keep his statutes and his commandments and his judgments and his testimonies as it is written in the law of Moses. This is encouragement for us. That thou mayest prosper in all that thou doest, and whithersoever thou turnest thyself, that the Most High may continue his word which he spake concerning me, saying, if thy children take heed to their way, to walk before me in truth with all their heart and with all their soul, there shall not fail thee, said he, a man on the throne of Israel. Okay? But what did King Solomon do? He messed up, huh? He messed up. I gotta show you how he messed up. He told him that, but he messed up. Go to 1 Kings 11 and 1. But King Solomon loved many strange women, together with the daughter of Pharaoh, Egyptian, woman of the Moabites, Chinese, Ammonites, Japanese, Edomites, Caucasians, Sidonians, and Hittites, Moabits, of the nations concerning which the Most High said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go into them, neither shall they come in unto you. For surely they will turn away your heart, that's your mind, after their gods, their idols. Solomon clave unto these in love. These other nations, women. And he has 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines. And his wives turned away his heart. See? That's why he told you. Most I told us that in the law. Go to Deuteronomy, hold that, go to Deuteronomy 7 and 3. See, Solomon messed up. Deuteronomy 7 and 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. It's the law. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. Why? For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods, other idols. So will the anger of the Most High be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly. Right? So look, go back to 1 Kings 11th chapter. King Solomon. Well, and the Most High gave him all this wisdom. A lot of wisdom. The Most High gave him a lot of things that we know as far as dealing with. A lot of things come from King Solomon through the spirit of the Most High, of course. We'll look at 1 Kings 11 and verse 8. I just give 8. Verse 7. Then did Solomon build an high place for Shamash, the abomination of Moab, in the hill that is before Jerusalem, and for Molech, the abomination of children of Ammon. So he was dealing with all these different gods, or all these different strange women that he got with of the other nations. You know, you can go up and read all of them. I'm just going to deal with that. And it says, and likewise did he for all his strange wives, see, which burnt incense and sacrifice unto their gods, their idols, right? And the Most High was angry with Solomon because his heart, his mind was turned from the Most High power of Israel. That's what he says they're going to do. That's what he allowed to happen. And he was so rich, Most High made him so rich, he could have gave them anything they could desire. And he said he'd find one worthy. So, and the Most High was angry with Solomon because his heart, his mind was turned from the Most High power of Israel, which had appeared unto him twice. Hear that? twice and had commanded him concerning this thing. Came to him 2 times and commanded him concerning this thing, that he should not go after other gods, other idols. But he kept not that which the Most High commanded. For wherefore the Most High said unto Solomon, for as much as this is done of thee, and thou hast not kept my covenant and my statutes which I had commanded thee, I will surely rend the kingdom from thee and will give it to thy servants. We gave it to his son Rehoboam once Solomon died. But he didn't follow what his daddy told him. Go to Joshua 1:9. Joshua 1:9. Joshua and Caleb brought us out of the wilderness. Most High killed everybody else that came out of Egyptian captivity, adults, but Joshua and Caleb. Joshua 1:9. Have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of a good courage. Be not afraid. Neither be thou dismayed. For the Most High thy power is with thee wheresoever thou goest. That sound good? Read it again. Joshua 1:9. Have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of good courage. Be strong and of good courage. Be not afraid. Don't be fearing nothing but the Most High. Be not afraid. Neither be thou dismayed. For the Most High thy power, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. Our power, the Most High, our power, is with thee whensoever thou goest. Man. That's why you look at verse 8. This book of the law, 5 books of Moses say, look at the laws he gave us: moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws, and sacrificial law. But the sacrificial law is done away with our time. Mashiach Shah was the ultimate sacrifice. Now we got to let our bodies be a living sacrifice. So this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then, when you do this, thou shalt make thy way prosperous. And then, when you do this, thou shalt have good success. That's powerful, man. That's what I'm talking about. It's real. That's why he said, have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of good courage. You keeping the laws of the Most High, you doing what's right. Say, be not afraid. Neither be thou dismayed. For the Most High thy power, your power. That's another possessive pronoun showing ownership. Is with thee whensoever thou goest. See? That's why we gotta depend on the Most High, because, hopefully he'll be with us continually as we go through what we got to go through as a people. Because the wicked, this is what the wicked gonna do. The unrighteous ones of this world, in high places and low places, is what they gonna do. Wisdom of Solomon 2:12. Therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn. We ain't for their turn. And he is clean contrary to our doings. Oh yeah. Because they wicked and we righteous. Working on as best we can to be perfect in righteousness, keeping the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. And what's not right, according to the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, we are bringing it forth. He upbraided us with our offending the law. Yeah, offending the laws of whose laws are they? They're the Most High's laws. And objected to our infamy, the transgressings of our education. He professes to have the knowledge of the Most High. And he calleth himself the child of the Most High. See? He's talking about us. This is the wicked proclaiming to want to do to us. He say, he was made to reprove our thoughts. Yes, because they're contrary to the commandments of the Most High. He is grievous unto us even to behold, even look at. For his life is not like other men's, and they're not. If you truly walk it as an Israelite, every day, 24/7, his ways are of another fashion. It's another fashion because it's not like the world. We separate ourselves from the world. We set apart from the way this world is. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits, and they are. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. Hear that? Abstaining from their ways as of filthiness. Filthy McNasty. You hear me say it all the time. That's what it is. Say we're abstaining from their ways as filthiness. He pronounces the end of the just to be blessed. Yeah. We got next. Forever and ever and ever. And making his boast that the Most High is his Father. Yeah. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, in earth as it is in heaven. Let us see if his words be true. This is what you got to look out for. That's why I say you got to be encouraged. You got to have this faith in the Most High. To say, let us see if his words be true. And let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. For if the just man be the son of the Most High, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies. That's how they think. Let us examine him with despitefulness and torture. Man, they've already done this. If you go through the Apocrypha, the last lesson that I went over was going into this Apocrypha showing that it is valid. The Maccabees especially, between Malachi and Matthew, they did torture us. Let us examine him with despitefulness and torture, that we may know his meekness, his humility, and prove his patience. See if he can handle it. Let us condemn him with a shameful death. Wow. For by his own sayings he shall be respected. Such things did they imagine and were deceived. For their own wickedness has blinded them. As for the mysteries of the Most High, they knew them not, neither hoped they for the wages of righteousness, nor discern a reward for blameless souls. Look, Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 7. This is them. That's what I say. They didn't know the way of truth, which is keeping the laws of the Most High. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 7. This is when salvation is coming to the Israelites. We rid ourselves in the way of wickedness. That's what they're going to say. We rid ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yeah. We have gone through deserts where there lay no way. But as for the way of the Most High, but as for the way of the Mashiach Yahushua, we have not known it. I wish I could sink into somebody's head. Because y'all out there trying to teach them. This is when salvation is coming to the Israelites. They're going to proclaim, as for the way of the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua, we have not known it. That's what they're going to say. As for the way of the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua, we have not known it. Just say they don't know that they're not going to know the truth. What's in Solomon 2 and 22? As for the mysteries of the Most High, they knew them not, neither hoped they for the wages of righteousness. You know, righteousness, we went to Deuteronomy 6:25, is the keeping of the Most High's commandments, nor discern a reward for blameless souls. See, so that's the way it is. That's the future. Hebrews 4 and 12. See, regardless of how, that's why I know I get thumbs down when you come with the real, the truth. Hebrews 4 and 12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful. See, it's not me, it's the word of the Most High. These scriptures are quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart, of the way you think, of the mind. This truth is quick, man. The word of the Most High is powerful. Sharper than any two-edged sword. Cut you this way and that way. Whoo, whoo, just cut you up. You, me, and everybody else. At any given time. and the concern of the mind, the way you think. 2 Corinthians, the 10th chapter, and the 2nd verse. That's why we have to be encouraged, because you see what the end result is, what they're going to want to do. But like I say, you got these angels that's on this earth, ready for the commandment of the Most High, to do His will. 2 Corinthians, the 10th chapter, the 2nd verse. But I beseech you, that I may not be bold when I am present with that confidence, well, I think to be bold against some, which think of us as if we walked according to the flesh. That's why you got to be in the spirit. You hear me say that all the time. We got to be in the spirit. Because you walk according to the flesh profits nothing. The spirit and the flesh is contrary to each other, always battling each other. That's why you got to let the spirit, if you're working in the spirit, then therefore you're going to be fulfilling the first things, the fruits of the spirit. First thing in the name is love. You can't go no further than that. That's keeping the Most High's commandment. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're going to fight the flesh. You're going to win over the flesh. That battle that you have. That's why it says. But people think you're walking in the flesh. They look at you and they look at your outer appearance and think, oh, you walking in the flesh. Try to make some assessment of you without knowing that you're walking in the spirit. You talking, but you thinking about scriptures. Wow, that go right here. That's what I learned here. I learned that there. Okay, this is what's going on. Bam. For though we walk in the flesh, though we walk in these fleshly bodies, we do not war after the flesh. We ain't warring after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Hear that? The weapons of our warfare is not carnal. Ain't no guns or nothing we can pick up to be able to fight what we got to fight in these demons in high places. Straight up. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds. You hear that? It's mighty according to the Most High. The power comes from the Most High. Of pulling down of strongholds. Casting down imaginations the way they think. And every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High. Hear that? Exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High. We just know, we just read it twice. They don't know the way of the Most High. They don't know the knowledge of the Most High, but they're still come against the knowledge of the Most High. That's why it says, casting down imaginations the way they think, and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High, bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of a Mashiach. Because he coming to judge and make war under the power of the Most High to set righteousness up on this earth. And having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience. Hear that? Having a readiness to revenge all disobedience. Straight up. You want to be disobedient? Then we got a readiness to revenge all disobedience when our obedience is fulfilled. When you're doing what's right. You live in a righteous life. You have the right. And the Most High gonna give you the power and the readiness to revenge all those that are disobedient. You gotta be in the spirit, though. But see, our people, most of the people are out of tune with us. They in tune with the world. That's why I call the churches secular churches, worldly churches. They've been to cemetery schools. They go in dead, they come out deader. Walking dead. But hopefully they repent and start to learn. This is what this is all about. This is about continually to advance in the spirit of the Most High, the spirit of Mashiach Yahushua, that we can grow and become new creatures. Be born again. Become that new man or that new woman or that new child. Be different. We got power, man. We got spiritual power. I ain't waiting on no spiritual power. We have spiritual power now. By some of my Mashiach outside. Where you gonna get your spiritual power from? The Most High. How you reach the Most High? He just said power. What kind of power you think he's giving us? That's spiritual power. Just gotta follow what he say do. Follow his formula. It's laid out for us. You know, ain't no carnal weapons. We ain't fighting no carnal weapons. See, Shaitan goes into the minds of people. That's why I said many are deceived by their own vain opinion. He gets to the mind of people, have them think wrong, and they make the wrong judgment. Therefore, he sit back, laugh at you because you done made the wrong judgment, like he would have you to make, because you take you away from the Most High. And the Mashiach Yahushua. Got to come back to the way of a Mashiach Yahushua. We Mashiach him. Unless you Satan him. As far as I know, we Mashiach him. On the right side with the Most High. Right hand. We all always on the right. He's on the left. Even march left, everything's on the left. The left. Read from left to right. But he will go from right to left. We on the right. Everything's coming from the right. You know, you gotta, the only way you can get things back in order, you gotta be in order. Point blank. The Most High deal with order. Let everything be done how? Decently and how? In order. 1 Corinthians 14:40. Let all things be done decently and in order. Straight up. Most High deal with order. Order is the Most High, Mashiach Yahushua, man, woman, and child. Period. Let everything be done decently and in order. Be in order with these scriptures. Let's go into it. Ephesians, the 6th chapter. Ephesians 6th chapter. And we're going to look at verse 10. Ephesians 6 and 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the name of the Lord and Savior. You got to be strong going to the throne of the Most High. In the name of the Lord and Savior. Ba'ashama Mashiach Yahushua. And in the power of his might. The spiritual power of his might. His strength. His strength. Ain't from us, it's from him. Most High. He said, I am my Father. I want to agree. He's going to the Most High to get that power so the Most High can get the power to us. Put on the whole armor's protection of the Most High, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. You hear that? That we may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. This is very important, y'all. Look at hold that, get right quick, Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 17. Wisdom of Solomon in the Apocrypha 5 and 17. He shall take to him his jealousy for complete armor. You hear that? Gonna take for him his jealousy for complete armor. Complete protection. Armor is protection. And make the creature his weapon for the revenge of his enemies. He shall put on righteousness as a breastplate. You know that righteousness is keeping the laws of the Most High, and true judgment instead of an helmet. He shall take holiness for an invisible shield. Going back to Ephesians 6 and 11. Put on the whole armor of the Most High. Put on the whole protection of the Most High, that you may be able to stand. You may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Hear that? You got to be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. So it's not a human, it's not a person or people that we wrestling with. Because people are flesh and blood. But against principalities. Hear that? Against principalities. Against powers. against the rulers of the darkness of this world. The rulers of the darkness of this world. Against spiritual wickedness in high places. These are high-level demons that's working with Satan, that's working with those that are the rulers of the darkness of this world. Now, last I seen, the Most High said in go to Isaiah 47:5. This dealing with Esau. Esau is the daughter of Babylon. Well, just in case you didn't know, we'll review it. Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, right? I mean, you'll be at a lower state. Sit on the ground, right? So who is this virgin daughter of Babylon? Go to Psalms. Let's find out. Daughter of Babylon. Because you see Babylon a lot in the scriptures. And you know, if you don't know, then you just think that it's talking about ancient Babylon, but it's not. Look at Psalms 137 and verse 7 through 9. Remember, O Most High, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon. See that? We'll call them a virgin daughter of Babylon because nobody have, actually came to the shores of America to bring war. That's why she a virgin, haven't been touched. It's hip talk, you know what I mean? Most High have his way of relaying it so that we can understand it. You hear what it say? Remember, O Most High, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem. Edom is the biblical name for the Caucasian race, indigenous Caucasian race, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. So what is he talking about? Prophesying what they would do. There's Ezra's, the 4th chapter, and 45. First Ezra's 4 and 45. What did they do? Let's see. Thou also hast vowed to build up the temple which the Edomites burned when Judea was made desolate by the Chaldees. See? That's what David prophesied against them. He said, remember, O Most High, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. They burned down our temple so we couldn't go back to serve our power. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed. Happy shall it be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall it be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. That's what happened to our little ones. That's what it's saying. So going back, we look at this darkness. The darkness. Who's this talking about? Isaiah